Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to a gorgeous day in the garden. It seems like spring is actually starting to arrive. We have some orange trees and these little tiny orange blossoms are just, oh my god, that's like my favorite scent in the entire world and they're so pretty. And I found a tulip this morning. So spring is finally coming. I hope it comes soon for all of you and we get an end to all this snow and this cold weather and we start seeing some sun. So today we're going to be doing a pour that I'm excited about. I want to do a straight pour again, and this color that I'm obsessed with, kind of this Quinacridone Blue Violet from Liquitex Professional Series, is just so gorgeous and it makes me happy and I love it. So we're going to be using this again tonight. Everything is mixed with Mix Pour. You can get your own Mix Pour by emailing Krista at krista8974@gmail.com. And let me show you the other colors. So that's the Liquitex Professional Series Heavy Body Quinacridone Blue Violet. Okay. Oh, luscious loveliness. And it's so beautiful when it dries. I love it. Okay. Next one we are using is Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue, another one of my favorite colors. I love this. It's just so shimmery and such a beautiful color. Like Caribbean oceans or something. I need to go to the Caribbean. I love this. Metallic Cobalt Blue from Artist Loft. And this is a really great paint. I know we get caught up in the Goldens and all the fancy ones and everything, but honestly, Liquitex Basics and Artist Loft stuff you can get from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's or any place are really good paints and very highly pigmented. So, you know, if you're starting out, start with the Liquitex. Start with the Artist Loft because they're really good stuff. Okay, next one we are using another favorite. Golden's Prussian Blue. I haven't actually used in a while. I'm very excited to have my beautiful, deep, luscious friend here again. I love this color. Just gorgeous. Prussian Blue from Golden's. Okay, and then our usual suspects. DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics in the 24 karat gold. This one seems a little bit thicker than everything else, but that's okay because we want our gold to show up. We don't want it to just be a shimmer on the surface of everything, which is what happens when it's too thin. So by keeping it thicker, we actually may end up with ribbons of color that are just gold. Okay, and then we also have our Amsterdam titanium white mixed with a little bit of the Satin Enamels in pure white. And the reason that we mix them is if you use this only by itself, I had one painting, I will link it for you guys down there, Storm something or other, and it cracked because it was only satin enamels. So when you use the Amsterdam and just like a teaspoon of the satin enamels, then you get a much better result. You still get that poofy, cloudy feeling, but you don't get any of the cracking, which we don't like. So that's the white. Okay, and then last but not least, I have what I'm going to use as my base coat flow extender. This is DecoArt Metallics in Obsidian. I love saying that word. And this one is just slightly thinner than everything else. Not really leaving much of a mound at all before it sinks. Okay, so I haven't decided if I want to do that as a flow extender or as a base coat yet. I think I probably want to use it as a flow extender because if I use it as a base coat and that's underneath my pour, then I'll start getting cells popping up of the obsidian and I don't really want that. I want that as the background. Okay. This is a lovely, huge 24 by 24 inch gallery wrap canvas from Artist Loft. I have taped the back and put my push pins in, and I have painted my sides and edges with my flow extender color, the Obsidian from DecoArt Metallics. So the reason that I paint my sides and edges first is because when I'm using mix, there is a lot of transparency in it, and I don't want the sides and edges to be transparent and have white canvas poking through. So by painting them beforehand, you don't get that effect, and whatever gets tilted over, it looks really pretty on the obsidian and everything is covered and I don't have to stress about it. So, and I come in a little bit from the edge because I also don't want that sheerness on the edge of the canvas. I want that color with the paint, with the obsidian. So, let's layer a cup. For that size canvas, we need 21 ounces of paint. This is a 20 ounce cup. So, in the last pour we did, Tipsy Piggy in the Clouds, I had a 20 by 20 and we needed 16 ounces paint. And for some reason I used a 20 ounce cup. So that first pour I think didn't go as I planned because I actually had too much paint on there and ended up tilting off a lot of that Quinacridone blue violet, which was providing a lot of contrast. So by using the right amount of paint on your canvas for that size, you're not going to tilt off a lot of the beautiful stuff that's around the edges. So 20-ounce cup, let's do this. Here we go. All right, we're going to start with just a smidge of gold in the center, just a little bit. That's not a little bit, but that's okay. Now we're going to come in with the beautiful, gorgeous, luscious, lovely Quinacridone blue violet, and put just a tiny bit of white. Not even pour it. I'm just going to use the stick, and we're using that for contrast. We're going to put our Prussian blue in. So pretty. And some of our metallic cobalt blue. And a little bit of gold. And a little bit of white. And I'm going to put another layer of Prussian on there, just a smaller one, and now I'm going to come back in with permanent blue violet again. Okay, you ready? A little bit of gold, a little bit of white. So I like using the white and the gold together next to each other as a barrier, sort of. Colors that I don't want to blend together, I put the white and the gold next to them, in between them, and we end up with a very, very pretty scene. Like right now, I don't really want to put the purple on top of that turquoise, so white, gold, and I don't want the white next to the purple either because I don't want to get pink. So that's why we use the gold also, because I love the gold and the blue violet together. Okay. That's so pretty. Alright, springtime makes me happy. I love spring. Okay. Let's see, HOA pointed out last time that I did not thin out my gold before I put it in there, so I'm going to be a good girl and thin it out this time. Just a little bit of water. And we're doing this because we want this to spread out. And remember, our gold was a little bit thicker than everything else. So now this is not leaving a mound on a mound. It's just sort of sinking right into itself. Okay, I'm going to put this right in the center. Make sure our canvas is clean. Nice big puddle of metallic cobalt. Okay. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
I'm a love. Super Perez.
Here we go. We're going to do a straight pour, and I'm not going to get up super high this time because I don't really want the colors to blend, but I do want the fingerlings that we get from doing a straight pour. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Closer to the end of the cup, you get closer to the canvas a little bit. Mixing the gold in with the permanent black blue violet. So pretty. And the rainbow cup.
It's like a swirling vortex of beauty there.
That's gorgeous. I love the blue violet with a little bit of gold in it because it gives it that shimmer. I love the Prussian blue next to the cobalt. Loving this. These beautiful fingerlings, and that's going to stretch out so pretty. Okay, so now we're going to come in with our Obsidian as our flow extender. We're going to go around this, and this one is a little thinner than everything else. Such a pretty color.
I think you like it because Obsidian sounds like obsess.
Yeah, I like Obsidian. I like the word. There's certain words I like a lot. I love that like hint of gold shimmer in between where the Prussian is and the blue violet is with the cobalt on top. Ah! Okay. Let's tilt. This is so pretty. And I love those fingerlings and these with the gold on them. Yummy. Okay, let's see. Find the way of the paint. And we're just going to spread it out. You see that flow extender, the Obsidian moving nicely. At this point we're just stretching things out. We're not trying to take any paint off the canvas at all yet. You want to tilt slowly to keep your composition. Like rolling out a pizza crust. Obsidian. And so we've kept the pour on the canvas. Wow. And the crowd goes wild. Back towards the center. Don't be afraid to shove it back over if it gets too unruly. Back towards the center. See, there's still enough paint moving freely on there that I can get to the corners without distorting stuff too much. guys remember in the beginning when I was talking about whether or not I should use it as a flow extender or I should use it as a base coat, and I said I didn't want to do it as a base coat because I didn't want to get black cells popping up. Look what's popping up! I do actually have enough paint on here to try to get rid of some of those. I don't think I mind that corner so much, but this one I don't like that there's like this big blob of obsidian on the edge. So we're going to see if we can't fix that one. And in the process open up some of these fingerlings. I don't really want to lose any of that Prussian or any of the blue violet. I just want to see if we can get some of that obsidian off. It's starting to go. Starting to go. And also in anchoring these lines over this corner, now we give everything an opportunity to stretch and open up. And we should start to see these beautiful fingerlings opening up and getting a little bigger. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of pretty. I'm not crazy about the very, very, very center. I'm not going to do anything insane to it. I'm just going to use a skewer and kind of put a little bit of a swirl in there. So we're going to grab some of this. So I think I'm going to dip that in my white and do that again. And maybe one more time. Alright, that's cool. Alright, lots of obsidian cells coming out. Yeah, I'm going to just take this down towards the center just a little bit more. I think there's a little bit of paint that needs to come off there of that bottom edge, just so that we can really open up some more of these lines. And then I think we're going to be done. It's nice and slow. As we anchor that over the edge, and we come back. And a little more needs to come off. Because the center is still moving a lot. Okay. There we go, now they're opening up. I see a dolphin. See the dolphin's fin? I took a little bit of that corner off since there's still paint moving easily. These little fingerlings are so pretty. I like that.
Hot rod flames.
Okay, let's give this one more torch. Wow, the obsidian is totally taking over that corner.
I like the Obsidian cells.
Yeah, I like Obsidian too, but I don't like when it like covers up all of my colors like that. That's actually kind of irritating. I don't like that. I'm kind of tempted to pour a couple ribbons on those corners to cover up the Obsidian actually. Starting to do some cells over here too. We should take some of that off. I'll lose my dolphin fin if I do that. Okay. I guess this is a dolphin swimming in an obsidian sea. That's kind of a murky image, huh? Okay, this is so pretty in here. See all of these little tiny fingerlings and it's beautiful. The gold with that blue violet is so pretty, and I love this like little point right there, that edge, and these kind of poofy fingerlings. Very pretty. Okay, so what do you think, HOA? I could just put a little bit of paint in the cup and then just do some ribbons over this part and this part to get some more color back in there. I don't mind the obsidian cells here because I can still see my colors under between, but I don't like that it's kind of obliterated. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
I think it's a neat texture.
Huh?
I think it's a neat texture. But do what you gotta do.
Do you think I should leave it?
I didn't say that. I'm saying I like it the way it is. But
Okay, diplomatic one. Should I try to... Because I could just follow this line and create, you know... Maybe I'll just put one line in there with what's left in the cup now and see how it looks. Yeah, I think I like that better. All right. Just a little bit of gold.
Fresh cut, maybe?
No. A little bit of white. Violet. I'm going to do this side now. You ready?
Yep.
I'm going to start over here. I'm going to follow the natural line that's already there. Better anyway. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing over here. Stick and just stir that once just to blend it up a little tiny bit. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It's kind of neat. I'm going to do the rest of this part over here too. It's different. I like it though. I'm going to torch this. Okay, another reason I'm happy I painted that edge previously. Alright, cool. So these two little corners are going to keep running off the sides a little bit. I'm not going to tilt it or move them around or anything like that. I do like the way it looks. I like the way it's bringing in some more of that color. Just a little hint of the blue and the cobalt and the purple. Not so dark. And we will get cells up in through here. There's already obsidian cells coming up through. That stuff is strong, man. Maybe I should cut it like 50-50 with black next time. But this looks cool. What do you think of those two corners? These are cute cells. Right there. Little rings of gold with the obsidian inside. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. But just like this, these are okay too because they're pretty. But I didn't like that it was like blobs. So that's cool. Okay. I will show you guys this one when it's dry. Thank you so much for being here with us. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. We'll be right back. I'm just going to put a swirl in the center. No, stop that! Stop that! Alright, that's fine. Actually, I like that better. Okay, now I really am done. We'll see you in a minute. Cool. Okay, so this is the next day. After we left you guys, I didn't really like that there were only two corners that had that sort of ribbon pour on them. So I went in and did it on the other two corners as well. I do like this though. I think it looks really, really neat. There's some really beautiful details. Let's get in a little closer. Sorry if you hear my knees popping. Look at that. That's so pretty. I love those lines. Super fine lines in here. I love this part. It's just so pretty. I love this little obsidian heart. The ribbons actually turned out really pretty. And I think because there's 4 of them now, because it's on every corner, it's almost like that's a background. And all of the rest of this is sort of floating on top of it. Some really pretty obsidian cells up in there. And along this edge, you can see it's almost dry on the edges, but not quite in the middle yet. But just beautiful bling in here. Super fine lines. Right piece peaceful and tranquil. So that Obsidian, man, I would not recommend using it as a base coat or a flow extender. Some really cute cells over here with a little bit of gold around the edges of them. Really cute. Maybe with the Obsidian, if it was mixed with some black, that would work better as a base coat or a background. Pretty cool stuff, though. I do really like this piece. I love all these little lines and fingerlings in there. I'm not sure I like that ring pour in the middle. I think I liked it better before I did that. But that's okay, you know, live and learn, right? I still kind of have that dolphin fin. Pretty stuff. So this one was that Liquitex Blue Violet that I'm kind of in love with, and the Prussian Blue. Over in here you can see the Prussian and that metallic Cobalt, and our white and our gold, and of course the Obsidian background with the cells popping up even through those ribbons. I kind of like that the color is, there's more color on the corners now. Sort of frames the rest of it, frames the center a little bit. So that's pretty cool. I think we're going to call this one Obsidian Heart because of that one little heart right there. I did not do that. It just was there by itself. But this one's neat. Thanks for being here with us, you guys. I hope you learned something or learned what not to do. But this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here with us. We'll see you real soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.